For thousands of years, traditions have spoken of awakening, freedom, nirvana, moksha. Across cultures, one assumption has remained untouched. Somebody is waiting to awaken, and someone else carries the key. That assumption is the veil. The figure imagined to hold the truth, the enlightened one, the teacher, the master, the authority, is shaped entirely inside the mind. The image forms in a very simple way. The moment perception arises, the eyes are already seeing a face. The mind has already shaped a someone, a presence, a figure, a speaker. It has filled in posture, expression, authority, even wisdom, all before a word is heard. No effort is required. It happens automatically, instantly, as perception unfolds. The listener is not seeing what is present, where they are, in this moment of listening. They are seeing the picture the mind has created and understanding it as someone who is speaking, even though nothing of that speaker exists here where the listening is now. It happens fast, so fast it feels natural, but it is only memory putting pieces together. Then the mind places that picture in front, as if that image is the one speaking now. The sound itself simply arises, but what is heard, what is understood, only makes sense through the mind's pre built image, through memory, perception, and what is already known. This is the mechanism that repeats itself, keeping the mind alive. Listening shifts towards the imagined figure, not towards the sound as it actually appears in the present moment. The listener is not listening to what is present in this moment, they are listening to the picture the mind has created, sometimes from a month ago, sometimes from long ago. When mind seeks guidance from any figure, it is engaging only with its own projection, built from memory, stories, and imagination. The figure itself is not present, only the imagined image exists. When someone listens to a teacher, reads a book, sits in a temple, church, or any place considered holy, it feels as if there is a source outside that has something to give. The mind immediately builds an image, a person, a figure, a voice, and attention shifts towards that image. Whether it is a face in front of them, word on a page, letter on screen, or sounds in the air, the mind projects meaning from memory, stories, and expectation. Peace, wisdom, authority, holiness, all created inside perception. Nothing outside is actually holding what is sought. It is the mind imagining it, rehearsing the familiar, and reinforcing the mechanism that keeps it alive. But the same thing is happening with this video you are watching. The mind sees a body and immediately labels it a person, a man. But that person is only a picture shaped by memory, expectation, and what is already known. Memory takes the shape of a body sitting there, adds story about wisdom or authority, and creates a special image or judgment. And the listener then listens to that image, not to what is happening now within their own experience. It looks like someone out there is being looked at, but it is only the projection of memory. Even when the body is physically present, what is seen is a picture shaped by memory and expectation. The body is biologically real, but the one who holds the truth is entirely imagined. And the moment that image forms, attention turns outward. The looking shifts away from itself. The mind crowns the image, the power, and waits for it to deliver liberation. But the image belongs to the same movement that generates the seeker. Image listens to image, Movement listens to movement. Nothing beyond the mind is touched. No image has ever awakened. No movement of becoming has ever crossed its own boundary. The seeker and the imagined giver of awakening are made of the same fabric: thought, memory, projection. This is the final trap: the belief that truth comes from another form. When this is seen, the constructed teacher burns. The imagined authority burns. The inner figure believed to carry freedom returns to ash. And with it, every related image collapses: the seeker, the path, the goal, the one trying to reach the next moment. When the movement is not followed, when the window stops shaking, something quite is unmistakably present. Not a state, not a conclusion, not an attainment, simply what has never moved. And even now, as these words appear, the mind creates the sense that someone is speaking. But there is no one here, not where the sound is heard. The place these words were spoken is gone. What is present in this moment is only sound appearing, image forming. The speaker exists only as an image formed inside perception. The mind animates the image and then forgets it created it. This is how the illusion sustains itself. But when this is seen, the imagined speaker burns. The place it held collapses. The one believed to be offering truth returns to the same nothing it arose from. And in that instant, the image dies. The movement that held it dies within it. The seeker, the guide, the awakening, all made of the same thread, falling apart in the same flame. What remains is not the speaker, not the listener, not a message carried between 2 points, not a master, a teacher, a guide, not even a guru. None of these can give insight because the figures themselves arise from imagination. Only the clarity that stands without a form. The image never wakes. The mind never wakes. Only what is already free recognizes itself when the last image burns alive. And only what has always been alive stands clear, uncreated, unmistakable.